You are listening to the Artist Spotlight Archive. This program originally aired on July 10th, 2021. Welcome to the Artist Spotlight, where we feature 3 in a row by our Artist of the Week. This is Michael Drange, and this week we are featuring the music of singer-songwriter Astra Kelly. So Astra, how would you describe your music for our listeners that are not familiar with your work?
Well, genre-wise, the songs that you'll hear today on the show would fall into the Americana realm, which can be a number of different styles, little rock, little blues, little country. As a singer, I've always been very interested in doing many different styles. I was part of an acid jazz band in Chicago, and my band for a very long time was much more rock-focused, even power pop rock kind of stuff. As a songwriter, I'm very lyric focused. I love the process of writing and refining lyrics, and am very intentional with them. I love using metaphors. I love using metaphysical references and trying to find ways to really describe the experience of life and emotions and all of the grit and glory that goes along with it.
Our first song today is Astra Kelly's Chasing the Light.
Everybody wants love, even if it hides behind the fear of a broken heart. Everybody wants peace, just a little line between the light and the dark. Crashing in my sinking heart, still chasing the light. There are borders in between the strength and the fight. That first waking moment, chasing the light. All covers over or rise. All the covers over or rise.
We are featuring the music of Astra Kelly in today's Artist Spotlight. I'm always interested in learning how people got started in music. How did you get your start in music?
I always say I never had a choice in being a musician. I knew from very, very early on that that's exactly what I would do. And I was lucky enough to have lots of opportunities in school and in the community to play and sing and perform. My dad had a band, so music was just always in the house. I knew from the beginning that I wanted to be fiercely independent, and when I moved to Chicago, I dove really, really hard in the scene, and I put out my first record on my own label, and 9 albums later, I just never looked back.
I'm also always interested in who influenced our songwriters. As a singer-songwriter, who would you consider to be your greatest influence?
I really didn't want to sound like anybody else and to focus on developing my own style. So I think intentionally I didn't listen to anybody too much so I wouldn't be influenced, so to speak, though I have, of course, huge inspirations and artists that I admire, and they are the classic goddesses of music that so many of my female comrades are inspired by as well. Bonnie Raitt, Stevie Nicks, Hart, Janis Joplin, Aretha Franklin, Billie Holiday. I mean, those are my big ones.
The next song we will be playing is The Less I Have, Freedom. Can you tell us a little something about this song?
This is one of my favorite songs to perform, and it was so much fun to write. It's about freedom from the inside out, I like to say. Emotional freedom, mental freedom, dropping those chains that weigh us down and the ties that bind. Also travel, because for me, many times that was the thing that brought me that freedom. Getting rid of all your crap and going on the road. The second verse references the day I moved out of my parents' house, just after my 19th birthday.
Each time I leave, I roll up my sleeves, start again, and tragedy feels like dying, but there's so much beauty in the heart that won't stop trying. The less I have, the less I have to hold. Let the wind take me wherever she may blow. Freedom, oh freedom, be my glory. I packed up my bags, held my head high. As I walked away, I laughed and cried. I set my sights, couldn't hold it in for long. Give me your power stronger than belief. I said, give me your power stronger than belief. The less I have, the less I have to hold. Let the wind take me wherever she may blow. Freedom, oh freedom, be my glory. I was going, now I'm gone. I'm far away from the one who chained me down. Give me the strength, now I'm moving. Freedom, be my glory. I was going, now I'm gone. I'm far away from the one who chained me down. Give me the strength, now I'm moving. Freedom, be my glory. The less I have, the less I have to hold. Let the wind take me wherever she may blow. Freedom, oh freedom, be my glory. Freedom, oh freedom, be my glory. Be my glory.
You are listening to the Artist Spotlight, where we're featuring the music of Astra Kelly. Before we play our last song today, In This Life, can you tell us what you're up to musically these days, and a bit about this final song, In This Life?
I feel like I'm in the midst of recovery still from the pandemic, and I'm taking my time a little bit and feeling good about that. I'm really glad live music is back, though, and I've been playing some of the venues that I just really missed. I did not get to finish my EP last year, but I did finish 2 songs, one which was released in the fall, In This Life, which you're about to play, and we put out a music video last month, which is just absolutely beautiful. You can find it on YouTube and Facebook. It was nominated for a San Diego Music Award, and it is about if we could look at our life before we lived it, and if we knew what would go down, would we make different decisions? Would we value it more? Would we think differently about it? Enjoy. Thanks for listening, and thank you so much for having me on the show.
I'll have gifts bestowed on me. Learn to wait patiently for the day when my time comes. Dreams are like devotion to keep it in motion. Oh, but it still falls down if I stay in the center. The storm passes quickly, my roots deep in the ground. In this life there'll be challenges and pain, so I can grow through the change. A whole lot of faith, and I'll put my time in. It'll all come back to me. Dreams are like devotion to keep it in motion. Oh, but it still falls down if I stay in the center. The storm passes quickly, my roots deep in the ground. Dreams are like devotion to keep it in motion. Oh, but it still falls down if I stay in the center. The storm passes quickly, my roots deep in the ground. If I stay in the center, in this life, in this life, in this
You have been listening to the Artist Spotlight here on Southern California Singer-Songwriter Radio. Today we featured the music of singer-songwriter Astra Kelly. To find out more about her and her music, be sure to visit astrakelly.com. The Artist Spotlight airs throughout the day every Saturday and can be heard as a podcast at www.podcast.socalsingersongwriterradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts. Thanks for listening. You have been listening to the Artist Spotlight Archive. This program originally aired on July 10th, 2021. To listen to any of our archived Artist Spotlight shows, visit www.podcast.socalsingersongwriterradio.com or your favorite site for podcasts. Thanks for listening.